Hello there, a very good morning. You're watching the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. We're off to the start of a brand new week, and as always, this morning too, we are ready with the details on the top local, international and sports news items for this morning. Let's dive right in. Starting off with news here at home. The government printer, Pradeep Pushpakumara, has confirmed that 7 million ballot papers for postal voting have been printed for the upcoming local government elections. He further said that all printed ballot papers have already been forwarded to the National Election Commission of Sri Lanka. As of now, the printing process for ballot papers in 12 districts has been completed, and those for 9 districts have already been handed over to the National Election Commission. The printing for ballot papers in the remaining 13 districts is yet to be finalized. In addition, the Election Commission revealed that ballot papers for postal voting for 114 local government institutions will be dispatched to postal offices tomorrow in sealed packets. However, the delivery for the remaining 225 local government institutions has been delayed due to ongoing court proceedings. The Commission also announced that the casting of postal votes will take place on the 22nd, 23rd and 24th of April, and voters who are unable to cast their votes on these days will have the opportunity to do so on the 28th and 29th of April instead. The Department of Posts, meanwhile, has cancelled leave for all postal employees starting yesterday to accommodate their duties related to the upcoming local government election. Now, the National Election Commission says that the census of officials for the local government election is currently in its final stages and requests that the government officials who have not yet submitted their applications to do so as soon as possible. Chairman of the National Election Commission, RMAL Ratnayaka, said that the process of compiling details of officials for the upcoming local government elections is by now in its final stage. He said that despite this progress, there have been certain delays in receiving applications from certain government officials as well as teachers. The chairman of the commission pointed out that there is still a shortfall in submissions and urged all relevant officials, especially those who have not yet submitted those applications, either online or in written form, to do so without delay. Ratnayaka further mentioned that these applications should be forwarded through the heads of institutions or school principals to the respective district election officers as soon as possible. He also requested all heads of government institutions and school principals to verify whether all their respective staff members, including teachers, have submitted their necessary applications. If not, he stressed that they should be instructed to do so immediately. In addition, the chairman of the NEC said that a special discussion has been scheduled for next week to address the enforcement of the Gazette notification issued by the National Election Commission regarding the misuse of state resources. He said that official ballot papers are set to be issued on the 16th of this month, with the distribution to post offices set to commence on the 17th. He further confirmed that the election is currently planned to be held on the 6th of May as previously announced, and that there has been no change to this plan so far. Let's move on to more election-related news now. The NEC says that 102 complaints have been reported related to election law violations within the past 24 hours. Out of these, 15 complaints were filed with the National Election Complaint Management Centre, while 87 were lodged with the District Election Complaint Management Centres. Additionally, the Commission also revealed that from the 20th of March to the 5th of April, it had received a total of 712 complaints concerning election law violations. Out of these, 4 complaints were related to acts of violence. Let's move on to more local news now. Minister of Public Security Anand Vijaypala says that nearly 1,700 military deserters who had then engaged in underworld activities have by now been taken into custody. He said that over the past few months, authorities have seized more than 1,000 illegal weapons circulating in society. He added that the underworld had grown largely under the shield of political patronage, but assured that firm measures are now in place to dismantle these networks step by step. According to the Minister of Public Security, individuals who had deserted the tri-forces after receiving military training had been recruited into underworld gangs in this manner. And so far, more than 1,700 such individuals have been apprehended. Minister Vijay Pala said that the government is committed to significantly reducing underworld activity throughout Sri Lanka. And to support this mission, 500 specially trained officers from the Police Special Task Force will be deployed, and these officials will be assigned specifically to carry out operations aimed at suppressing organized crime in the country. Now, a circular outlining the implementation of public safety committees is scheduled to be issued today as part of the Clean Sri Lanka program by the government. These committees will be established across all Grama Niladhari divisions and will consist of members from various sectors, including the youth, retired military officers, the police, and a 25% female representation. The initiative aims to address critical issues such as eliminating the drug menace, curbing crime, and tackling illegal activities in the country. These committees will operate in 10 key regions. Meanwhile, the DIG in charge of Traffic and Road Safety Range, Indika Hapugoda, has emphasized that strict action will be taken against drivers violating traffic laws during this festive season. Speaking over the phone, Hapugoda said that operations will be conducted across all 45 police divisions to ensure compliance with traffic laws in the country. The law will be strictly enforced, where drunk drivers will be arrested throughout the month of April. To support these efforts, 150,000 breathalyzer test kits have been distributed to police stations across the island. Finally, on to your weather forecast this morning. According to the Met Department, showers or thunder showers will occur at most places of the island during the afternoon or night. Showers may occur in the western and northwestern coastal areas in the morning hours as well. Fairly heavy rainfall of about 75 millimeters are likely at some places in the Sabaragamuwa, Central, Uva, North Central and Eastern provinces. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the Sabaragamuwa, Central, Uva and North Central provinces during the morning. And as always, the general public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. And on the apparent northward relative motion of the sun, it is going to be directly over the latitudes of Sri Lanka during the 5th to the 14th of April this year. The nearest areas of Sri Lanka over which the sun is overhead today are Colombo, Avisavilla, Thalawakale, Dimbula, Galakumbura and Dambagalla at about 12 noon. With that, let's move on to news overseas. This morning, we will be talking about the latest development concerning the reciprocal tariffs that were imposed by US President Donald Trump recently. Now, shares in Japan and South Korea have fallen in early trading as President Trump's tariffs continue to send shockwaves around the world's financial markets. The benchmark Nikkei 225 in Tokyo was trading 1.8% lower, while the Kospi in Seoul was more than 4% lower. Shares in Australia have also fallen as concerns around President Trump's tariffs set in. The benchmark ASX 200 index was around 6% lower, led by losses in the banking, mining and energy sectors in the country. Earlier, US stock market futures were also sharply down, indicating that Wall Street shares will fall when they open later on Monday. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures are down 3.8% or about 1,500 points. The broad S&P futures are 4.3% lower and tech-heavy Nasdaq futures are down by around 5.2%. Futures are contracts to buy or sell a specific underlying asset at a future date. In this case, they give an indication of how US shares may perform ahead of stock markets opening, but trading can be volatile. Let's move on to sports news for this morning now. In sports, it's cricket. In the 19th match of the Indian Premier League T20 cricket tournament, Gujarat Titans defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad by 7 wickets. The match took place in Hyderabad, India. The Gujarat Titans won the toss and elected to field first. Consequently, when Sunrisers Hyderabad came to bat, they lost their first 3 wickets for just 50 runs. Nitish Kumar Reddy was the highest scorer for their innings, managing only 31 runs. Kamidu Mendes was dismissed for just 1 run. Mohammad Siraj took 4 wickets for 17 runs. Sunrisers Hyderabad scored 152 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. In response, the Gujarat Titans lost their first 2 wickets for 16 runs. Captain Shubman Gill and Washington Sundar formed a 90-run partnership for the 3rd wicket. Washington Sundar scored 49 runs. Shubman Gill played a captain's innings, scoring an unbeaten 61 runs off 43 balls. Chopin Rutherford remained unbeaten on 35 runs. Chasing a target of 153 runs, the Gujarat Titans won the match with just 3 wickets down in 16.4 overs. With that, we bring to a close this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. Do join us tomorrow morning as well, right here on TV1, same time, that is 7 a.m, for more of the very latest from here at home and around the world. Until then, take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.